Hey everyone, welcome to From the Depths. I'm Menti, and this is episode 5 of the Battleship Brawl Season 5 tournament. Episode's a day late because yesterday they put out a patch which changed some things that affected the tournament. So I had to wait for them to graciously add them being the devs, give us a beta branch that uses the old version so that we can continue the tournament. Something that's going to be a little bit different from here on out is people wanted to see more ships and have all of the ships be introduced before approval voting started. So what I'm going to be doing from here on out is oh wait, I already explained this with the Sharpshoots and Bubblegum thing, didn't I? Yeah, so it's the Claymore and the Sawtooth today. The Claymore. Which is actually an important distinction because a nickel made the Claymore, and then there's the Claymore by Geodarian. So yeah, I don't need to actually explain that. I do, however, need to give you a look at these ships. This is the Claymore by Geodarian. It's got this, is it like a pendulum? Might be a counterweight or something. I'm not sure. We'll have to see in a minute. I don't remember seeing that before. It's got a 3-barrel turret, 2 3-barrel turrets, and 2 4-barrel turrets. Got a very castle-like, like Onyx Watch sort of feel to it. Can't really see. Okay, there we can see the curve of the hull here. Some rudders along the sides there. It's an interesting rudder placement, but hey, if it works, it works. It's facing rearward. That's the only requirement for rudders. So that you can only have, so many of them, but he's well within that limit. And propellers under here, and then this pendulum counterweight. This is just a solid brick of lead. Then we've got a funnel here, that's pretty cool looking funnel. Oh, that's weird. The mimic kind of just phases out of existence when you look at it, apparently. But yeah, it's a mimicked funnel going all the way up through. Looks pretty cool. Windows made out of scaffolding here. It's like the windows are barred. You're imprisoned in the bridge. Yeah, so that seems to be about it. I'm a little confused as to why this is green. Doesn't seem to go with the rest of the ship's coloration, just suddenly green. But yeah, that is the Claymore by Geodarian. We're going to come over here, and this is the BBT Sawtooth by K-Patrol 88, which looks like a fish. Is there a fish actually called a sawtooth? I know that there's the fish with the long horn thing. Oh, what is that called? I'm blanking. I'm pretty sure it's not the sawtooth. But I don't know. Maybe there is a fish named sawtooth. I'm not exactly a marine biologist here. But it looks pretty cool. It's got the eyes and the jagged nose and swordfish. Why could it just suddenly came to me? Swordfish is what I was thinking of. But I don't know if this is meant to be like a swordfish or if there's actually a thing called a sawtooth. Whatever the case, it looks like a fish, which is pretty cool. It's a pretty cool aesthetic. It's even got like a little mouth underneath there and the fins on the sides. Armed with 4 triple-barrel guns and then 3 single-barrel secondaries up on the nose. Got a very short, squat, simple superstructure. Got some pipes running around on it, which is kind of cool. Got the funnel here. Scaffolding to a lookout tower with some radar dish things on it. It's a pretty cool looking ship. I like it. The blue and gold aesthetic works really well. So yeah, it's a pretty cool ship. But can it fight as good as it looks? That's what we're about to find out. Let's go ahead, get the camera into position here, and the battle is underway. Or it would be if the pause menu wasn't so finicky. First barrages launched by both ships. Seems like those secondary guns up front here are actually APS. I didn't realize that when I was doing that. I forgot. And there seem to be just lobbing some HE shells. Wonder how strong of an HE shell those are. A little hard to tell at the moment because smoke everywhere. Oh, we got a big old barrage. Shells coming. Oh, the stern of the Claymore taking some heavy hits, but doesn't seem to have minded too much. Like, it's got a big hole in it, but it's doing just fine. Ah, those are HE frag secondaries from the Sawtooth. Oh, the stern getting pounded some more, but holding on. Claymore leaning kind of heavily here. Let's go check in on the Sawtooth. Sawtooth is at 90% HP. Ooh, the nose taking a hit. That severed off part of the tip there. Claymore at 85%, Sawtooth at 88%. This is a pretty close match so far. Oh, the superstructure got blown to pieces. Shells landing, pretty much hitting this gun directly. It looked like. Maybe not directly, but whatever the case, the gun survived it. Had some barrels get chopped off, but otherwise it's fine. Those shells going just over. Looks like that one hit the top of this turret, but the armor held. The gun is still functional. Those secondary guns are plinking away. Some more hits. Looked like it landed right in here, but it did not get in to the gun. But if it keeps landing there, it will eventually get in there. And that will be bad news for that gun. I'm sure it can't take many more hits. Let's check on the Claymore. Claymore has also lost pretty much all of its superstructure. I bet you those HE frag rounds doing a bit of work with that. Superstructure is real easy to destroy. That's exactly what you want your secondary shooting at, really. Claymore has lost its two rear guns. One's completely popped off, the other one is disabled, but still structurally intact, it looks like. Maybe something got in right there, that hole. Oh, and, well, it's not intact anymore. Claymore down to 63%. Oh, but the Sawtooth having some severe buoyancy issues. Yes, it is 80% and sinking. It was not quite able to hold on. And that is it. It is despawning. We're going to let the shells that are in the air do their thing. Which is, looks like it's a whole lot of nothing. Yep. So this battle is over. The Claymore barely surviving long enough for the Sawtooth to sink. Is at 62.9%. So we'll go over here to the score calculator, clear the last battle. So combatant 1 is the Claymore at 62.9. And then 0 for the Sawtooth. Alright. Now that we've got the scores recorded, let's go ahead and get everything restarted, get into position for round 2. And we'll get this battle underway. Sawtooth just needs to do just a little bit better in damage than it did before. and it'll be good to go. Like that was a very close match. If the Sawtooth hadn't sank, it had the battle in the bag. Oh, but one of its barrels gets immediately taken out in the first volley. It might be able to repair that though. A lot of the armor got repaired. I think that barrel might actually be repaired, and that's it's currently doing that glitch where you can't see the barrel. Not sure though. That's a big old hole in the Sawtooth right there. Sawtooth taking some damage to its sides. You know, it's kind of funny that the ship that is designed after a fish is the one that, you know, sank. Things seem to be going about the same as they did in the first round here. Sawtooth is ahead in HP. Let's see how the Claymore is doing. Looks like both of the frontal guns have been disabled. Ooh, and the rear guns are taking some hits there. Oh! Oh, that was perfect timing. That gun just got utterly smashed. Does the Claymore even have any weapon? Like, are any of these barrels functional still? Oh, yep, all three of them are apparently, or 3 out of the 4 are. Sawtooth is in really good position right now. Just needs to keep that pressure on. Finish off the Claymore before those 3 functional guns manage to do enough damage to sink it. Well, those shells got awfully close. Oh, those are some direct hits. Does not look like it actually did anything to the gun itself, though. Maybe sheared off some barrels, but otherwise... Uh-oh. Claymore is listing heavily. Oh, my gun taking some more hits from secondary shells, but still alive. Oh, that seemed to be it. Oh, that is AI dead and 80% in sinking. That is it. This round is over. So that's 0 for the Claymore. 86.1 for the Sawtooth. So we'll go into round 3 here. This time the Claymore's initial volley not landing on the Sawtooth at all. So far it seems like the Sawtooth has only landed hits with its secondaries. Oh, but those shells landed right on that gun's barrels. Yep, sheared one of the barrels down a bit, but nothing too major so far. And then in come the cram shells. Ah, but the guns survived that. The Claymore's guns have pretty decent armor. I mean, you're not going to stop crams forever, but... Oh, but this time the Claymore has an HP lead, which is the first we've seen that. Did the Sawtooth lose a bunch of guns or something? Oh, two of the forward secondary guns got detonated. And the third one is non-functional. Still intact, but non-functional. I was about to say, it's been a while since the Sawtooth has fired. What's going on? And then, barrage. This is a pretty even match right here. Let's go see how the Claymore is doing. Oh, it does not look like it is doing well. The front end is under the water. It's not moving. It's gone dead in the water. Its forward guns are disabled. Only at this one of its rear turrets is completely destroyed. Oh, and the Claymore is AI dead. So that is it. It has a 77.3% for the Sawtooth, 0 for the Claymore. So there we are. Those are the final scores. 162.9 for the Claymore, 186.1 for the Sawtooth. Pretty close match. It was a pretty entertaining one. The Sawtooth sank in that first match, but then the second and third one was like, nah, I'm winning these ones. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the battlefield.